first graders. Welcome back to a new week with Phonics with me in my house. I'm so excited to work on some new words this week. We have been learning so much about vowel teams that go together and letters that come together to make all sorts of cool sounds. And I feel, for one, like a really awesome construction worker, putting all of these letters together and testing how they're going to sound together. So today we are going to talk a lot about two different teams that make the same sound. So if you are ready, we are going to get started. So exciting. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about OU and OW. OU and OW. So we got a letter from Rashid. It says, first graders, I was writing an email and wanted to write the word now. So I thought of cloud and now having the same sound and wrote N-O-U. Needless to say, I was a joke at the construction site today. Can you help me figure out why O-W sounds like O-U sometimes? Rashid. So that makes sense. Rashid wanted to spell the word now, but he thought of the word cloud from our learning previously. And so he wrote an O-U, but we know that now N-O-U does not look right. It sounds right, but it also doesn't make sense. So we know our brains tell us we need to stop and we need to figure out what's going on and why that word looks so strange. And that comes to our new lesson today. We are going to add OW as a sound that we might use. There are two ways to make the ow sound in a word, OU and OW. You can use these parts to read and write lots of new words. You can even use these parts to help you turn new words into snap words. Remember, a snap word is anything that you can read like that. So if we concentrate our brains on OU and OW today for the ow sound, we can learn some new words. So keep in your mind, OU and OW say, ow. Okay, construction workers, we're going to find some OUs and OWs in our in this writing and make them into snap words. So this story is called My New Home. I'm going to read it through once and then we're going to go through with our construction brains and we're going to look for those OU and OW words that say ow. My new home. We are moving into a new home. There is something very special about this house. It's not very big. It's not very fancy. I still have to share a bedroom with my little brother, but it's just down the street from my best friend. I'm going to love our new home. Okay, think about that. There was a lot of words in there. Do you know what I saw that I noticed is really interesting? I saw that we had OU words and we had some OW words that made the sound ow. So let's see, let's look at this first sentence here. Do you see any OU or OW words? Yeah, you're right. In house. House has an OU in the middle. So we are moving into a new house. There's something very special about this house. And if we can read house once and know that it has an OU in it, then we can read it every time. It's not very big. It's not very fancy. I still have to share a bedroom with my little brother. Did we notice any OU or OW words in that part? I'm not seeing any, I don't think. But it's just down the street from my best friend. Can you find the OU and OW word in that? Yeah, we got an OW word. Down has the same sound as house from my best friend. I'm going to love our new home. And if you caught that one, our new home. So we found house, down, and our. And all of those sounds, it didn't matter if it was an OU or an OW, they said ow. So how do we figure that out? That's my question. I don't know. If I see the word house, how do I know that it's not house like this kind of a house? How do I know that it's this one? Do you know how? You try both ways. So you're going to have a couple times where you hear that ow sound and you're not sure, is that an OW or an OU making that ow sound? So you might have to try it both ways. And I guarantee once you look at it, like if you look at these two, once you look at it, you are going to see very quickly that one of them looks right and one of them doesn't. Same thing goes for the word down. Let's try down. If we had it DOUN or DOWN, you can see which one looks right. Which one looks like something you've seen in a book before? Down or down? Of course, the DOWN looks like something you've seen before. So we have to just pick the one that looks right. And in this case, the OW looks right. And in this case, the OU looks right. Just try it both ways if you're not sure. Okay, today we are going to do some sight word fun. So a couple weeks ago, I went over how to make words into snap words. We can read it, we can study it, we can spell it, we can cover it, write it, and check it. We can use it in sentences. And if we do that enough times and we use that word and we keep it in our brains, it will eventually become a word we can read in a snap. So today I'm going to show you 4 new words, and I bet you can guess what those new words are going to have in it. Probably some of the things we've been talking about with OU and OW. So when you see these words, I want you to try to read them. Think about what those sounds make, OU and OW. Okay, are you reading it? Are you studying it? Spelling it? The word is down, right? And we could go through our list. We could say down, and then we can study it. Oh, it has an OW that's making that ow sound. And it has a D and an N, down. We could spell it 3 times. D-O-W-N, 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 down, down, down. We can cover it. We can write in our nicest handwriting, of course, D-O-W-N. We can check it. Down, looks good. And last but not least, we can use it in a sentence. I went down the slide at the park. Now, since I can read it, I've studied it, I spelled it, I've covered it and wrote it, and I use it in a sentence, this word is a lot more familiar to me now. And that might make it a snap word. If it doesn't make it a snap word, that's okay. I can always go back and try again. This word will be on your PowerPoint, so you can go over this and keep trying new ways. So I'm not going to go over the rest of them. We're just going to do the first part. Read it and study it. That's all we're going to do. And then the other ways you can do. So we've got down. We've got house. What do we notice? Yeah, there's an OU. There's also an E on the end, but is that E making anything say its name? Let's listen. House. Not saying house. No. So we've found out that these 2 vowels together maybe are a little bit more powerful than the E in this word. So the 2 vowels walking together makes them say ow instead of the E making the O say its name. So we've got down, house, about. Again, I'm noticing that there's an OU. If I wrote an OW in that word, that would look really silly. So I know I've seen the word about a lot of times in my reading, and I've used it a lot of times in my writing. So I know that it's OU because I have seen it. So we've got down, house, about, and hour. Hour was in our reading on the other page, and house was too, and down. That is so cool. So hour has an OU. So we've got 3 words with an OU saying ow, and 1 with an OW. So I'm encouraging you guys to go through and when you have time and do those and make them snap words. Another fun thing, sometimes when I am learning a new snap word, I like to do a fun activity. So I taught you how to do the magnets with your snap words, but there's other things that you can do. I love writing snap words in different colored markers. So if you have markers, I don't have markers right now, but I have a lot of highlighters. So I could write my word in different colors. And then that could be a way that I practice my word. So for example, if I want to write the word hour with my 3 different colors, it's kind of like a rainbow writing where you have the 3 different colors. And you could do this with all of your snap words that we've learned today if you want to. Hour. It's kind of a fun way to do it, huh? I think so. There is no assignment. You don't have to do this today because it's going to be really hard to record you reading, studying, spelling, covering, writing, and using. But I think it might be a fun idea to find a way to write your snap words that's special for you. I love to use different colors. Maybe you like to use scented markers. Maybe you like to write in shaving cream. And if you want to take a picture and send that to your teacher, I bet they would love to see it. But whatever way you decide to do it, whether you write it, whether you read it, whether you practice it by writing it in the air, it doesn't matter. As long as you are working and you keep that brain going with your new phonics words. So we've learned 2 things today, right? Bunch of new snap words, and we learned that OU and OW sometimes say the same sound, which is ow. All right, first graders, I am excited to see you tomorrow. Keep working on those snap words. They will help you become better readers. All right, have a good day.